Former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede and her co-accused will be back in court today in connection with a multi-million rand waste removal tender. Also among the accused is eThekwini City Mayor Sipho Nzuza. Gumede and 21 co-accused face multiple charges of fraud, corruption relating to a 430 million rand Durban solid waste tender in September. The state requested a 3-month postponement to finalize a forensic audit report. During the last court appearance, the court ordered the state to update the defense team on the report's progress by the end of November. Meanwhile, Gumede's lawyers are expected to file an application to have the case struck off the roll. SABC News reporter Ayanda Mhlongo is at court. Let's cross live to her now. A very good morning to you, Ayanda. What can you tell us in terms of a sense of expectancy there?
A very good morning to Desiree and good morning to our viewers at home. Let me just maybe give you a little bit of an update this morning that the former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede and her co-accused, the 21 co-accused, they are already now inside the court. She arrived about 30 minutes or so ago. And what we're expecting here today, of course, would be that the state needs to update the court on that forensic audit report. Remember that the last time the court matter was heard on September the 8th, the state requested a 3-month postponement, saying that they had to go through a mountain of evidence involving around 350,000 pages, and this included source documents, it included bank statements, it included data that was taken from cell phones and many other sources of evidence that they needed to go through. And the state said at the time that it was a mammoth task, and they were not going to be able, at least, to proceed until that audit report was finalized. So today, the state needs to then give an update in terms of how far they were with that audit report. But of course, as well, the court, the last time had ordered that the defense, or a bigger pardon, that the state update the defense teams on the progress or how far they were in terms of finalizing that report. Well, earlier on, we were speaking to the spokesperson for Zandile Gumede, Mr. Mhlongo, and he said that as far as they were aware, the state had not updated their lawyers insofar as that audit report is concerned. And he's saying that today they intend to file an application with the court pertaining to unreasonable delays in the matter, seeking that the court struck the matter off the roll. Of course, the other issue that they're saying is the fact that till today, the formal charge sheet has not been handed to Gumede's lawyers, and as a result, they're saying that she has not been able to properly prepare herself for this case because she doesn't know what she has been charged with. And that applies, of course, to the other accused in this matter as well. So those are what we expect is likely to happen inside court this morning. Of course, while the focus is going to be inside court in the case, outside, as has become normal that her supporters gather outside the court, and once they have concluded with the court proceedings, she then comes out and addresses them. And again today, there is a marquee that has already been erected, and there's a stage that has been set up, and we see some of her supporters have started to gather here. There was also the issue around the COVID-19 regulations in terms of the gathering, because often or not, it's quite a large crowd gathers here. So her close supporters, or those that have been mobilizing support for the former mayor, saying that they have not organized people to come out. However, they could not stop anyone who wanted to come out and support her. But they have said that once she is done inside, she is going to go out briefly and speak to those people, just to thank them at least for coming out and supporting her. But they're really, from what we get from Mr. Dube, of course, speaking on her behalf, Desiree, is that they are really concerned about the case. You know that she's maintained that this is nothing but a conspiracy, by people who are hell-bent on ensuring that she's not elected to any position, and saying that they're really worried by the fact that, looking at the case now, we're in December, it's likely that this matter is going to be postponed to maybe January or February next year. And the ANC has already said that the regional conferences must be held by no later than March, April next year. And they're saying that if she is still if she's still attending this matter and there's no movement or clarity on the case, this could prevent her from being at least nominated and elected to the position of chair. We know that she is, of course, still intending to contest the position of a chairperson here in the ANC's largest region here in eThekwini. Then, of course, there's the matter of the ANC's Integrity Commission. That report was supposed to be out at least a month ago, and they're saying that the party has it delayed. And that report also will determine whether or not she remains as a member of the provincial legislature. And so they're saying that those are the main concerns for her, that this seems to be, in their view, a case that people have conspired against her. And this is all because they do not want her to assume any position in the ruling party or in government. Desiree?
And Mhlongo, I know it has been mentioned, but in your conversation with Mr. Dube, was he able to confirm that they're certainly going ahead with the application to have the matter struck off the roll?
We did speak to him. I spoke to him yesterday, Desmond, again today, and he said yes, that is what they had discussed yesterday when they were meeting with her lawyers in preparation for today. They are certainly pushing that today her defense team must file that application. First, they want to at least push the court to ensure that the state does give them that formal charge sheet. Should they not get it, then they want to go ahead with that application to have the matter struck off the roll.
You say that the supporters have started to come in. Have you been able to have a chat with any of them just to get a sense of how they feel about these delays and the progress of the case so far?
Yes, certainly, Desiree. Those that have started, in fact, they're the normal supporters that are often here, and again, they're out here to support. And they can also support her in saying that they believe that she has done nothing wrong. And they believe as well that this is, as she has said, some sort of a political conspiracy against her. And they're arguing, as Mr. Dube has said, that by now she should have at least been given that charge sheet so she knows what the state is accusing her of. And to them, they believe that really this is more political issue rather than her having done anything wrong in terms of the work that she was doing while she was still the eThekwini mayor. They're saying that they're standing by her. They still want her to be elected come the next regional conference as the chairperson of the eThekwini region, and they feel that this is all part of a plan to ensure that she is not elected to that position, saying that she has the support of about 80%, according to them, of the branches here in the eThekwini region. So they're out here. I mean, it's still the same faces that we've seen at Desiree that have supported her from day one, and they're saying that they are the branches of the ANC. They insist that they're going to nominate her for the position of a chairperson, and come what may, they want to see her be elected in the next conference as the chairperson.
Just in terms of proceedings, what time do they start? Do we have access to the court proceedings?
In terms of access, there was a bit of an issue there. The court has only strictly allowed 6 members of the media from different media houses inside the court, and so that has upset other media houses who've really, in that sense, been denied access. We do have my colleague Avusi Makosini. He is inside the court for the SABC, and we understand that the case should get underway from 9:30 this morning. Desiree?
Thank you so much, Ayanda, there for that update. We'll be looking out for developments as they unfold.